welcome to the Behind the Arch podcast. Alright, on my left, I have Wasim. Say hi, Wasim.
Hi.
And then on my right, I have Adrian.
Hello.
Okay, so this episode is on peer pressure. So I'm going to ask this question to Adrian first. What does peer pressure mean to you?
To me, peer pressure means like when you're forced to do something even though you don't want to do it, but you need to do it to maintain a reputation or to look cool.
Okay, that's a good answer. Good answer. Okay, what about you, Wasim?
Alright, peer pressure is like when you do something and like cool, like you want to be like the cool kids and stuff, and like they're just like telling you do it and stuff. Yes, like that.
So like peer pressure is like forcing someone to do something
Same answer
for
as
like
Adrian.
clout, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can either do peer pressure to either make fun of someone, to like force them to do this, or you can do it to like maybe give them a chance to show what they are or who they are.
Like the Essentials hoodies, right? And the Nike Elites.
Peer pressure can be good and bad because
Yeah,
It could be good and bad.
it depends on the
'Cause
situation.
peer pressure could make you like.
Nice.
This is like not really on topic, but peer pressure can make you do stuff you don't want to do, but it could also make you do stuff that you do want to do.
Okay. Second question. Why do you think middle schoolers experience peer pressure more than younger kids?
I want to say.
Okay, Wasim, you want to start?
Yeah. Alright. So basically, middle schoolers, like they experience that because they're at the age where like they're in like the middle of being a child and being an adult, and then like they can't really do the stuff, and then like they have to like start getting new into stuff, and that's basically peer pressure.
Okay, what about you, dude?
I think middle school experience peer pressure more than younger kids because once you start getting into middle school, you become more mature, and that's more people looking out for you and what you are and who you are. That's more people noticing, hey, you notice that guy? He's pretty cool. Like, peer pressure makes you, it basically shows others who you are. Like, if you get peer pressured into doing something and you actually do it, you might gain respect from others. But if you don't do it, they might think you just don't have enough, what do I call it, confidence to do such thing. Whatever
Self-esteem, right?
Yeah, self-esteem.
Alright, this is a pretty good start to the episode. How I mentioned that this is the first all-male podcast in Archimedes history.
Yes.
So yeah, we're making history today. Alright, 3. What are some common situations where students might feel pressured by friends?
Alright, like when they do something bad, like when they troll the teacher, and when I mean troll, like say something they're not supposed to do and stuff like that.
I feel like common situations could be like throwing stuff, being told to scream or say something to someone, or just either being forced to do it. So like, just imagine this, like, you're in a group, right? You're just talking with your friends, and all of a sudden they say, I dare you to do this, or I dare you to do that, right? And you don't really want to do it, but if you don't do it, your friends might think you're lame or lose any respect they have for you. So you have to do it, and that's basically mostly what peer pressure is kind of about.
Yeah, that's a tough answer. Okay, 3. Oh no, we already did 3. 4. Without naming names, have you ever been in a situation where you felt pressure to do something you weren't comfortable with?
I can name the situation.
Don't name any names, though.
I don't. Right. No, I haven't.
No, you
I'm
haven't?
good,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, what you mean?
One time I was at the park and I was playing soccer by the hill in Soundview Park with some high schoolers, right? And they were doing all kinds of vapes, and I didn't even know about that because I was still in elementary, right?
What grade was
And they
this?
were I was in fifth. I was
Fifth? Okay. So,
They were daring me to do it, and I didn't do it because, first of all, I don't want to do that. And second of all, I was too scared to do that. And after that, my mom, well, to be honest, I asked my mom if we could go home because I didn't want to play with them anymore after that.
alright, so you didn't want to take a flavored air, right?
No.
Okay, no flavored air. Okay. That's a good answer, Adrian. Okay, 5. How did you feel in that moment? Nervous, confused, or embarrassed? I'm gonna go to Adrian since Wasim declined to answer.
To be honest, I felt kind of both nervous and confused because I was confused about what all this vaping stuff was because like I didn't know what it could do to me. So I was just like, should I do it or should I not? Because like, I don't know what it could do to me. And I was also nervous because I didn't want them to see me as just some little kid who couldn't do something so simple that they thought was simple, even though it's not.
Alright, well, it's a good thing you didn't vape. So, what helped you decide what to do in that situation, Adrian?
What helped me decide what to do? First of all, my mom was there. She was an influential figure in helping me decide what I should do in that situation. Because when I told her all about it, she said we are going home immediately to make sure I did not have to further deal with that or any of that. So I just grabbed my ball and said that I wouldn't play with them anymore, and I just went home.
Do you still have that ball to this day?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, so
It's
it's
actually the blue one I brought a few
Oh, so
weeks
it's
ago.
like a memory of that situation,
Yeah.
right?
That's why I never lose it.
Oh, wow. Okay. 7. Do you think social media increases peer pressure? How, Wasim?
Me, no. Maybe if you're like a weak, like if you got a weak personal, like
Self-esteem?
yeah, and like it can pressure you to like change into a different person.
Yeah.
That sounds like something I would
Like-
never do.
Okay, yeah. Okay, how about you, Adrian?
Right. To me, personally, I think social media 100% increases peer pressure because peer pressure basically just focuses on like, ooh, since someone did this and you can't do that, that means you're lame.
Can you name some like examples of like trends that are, like peer
Like a
pressure?
trend is, let's say the cinnamon challenge. Like,
The cinnamon challenge?
yes, you grab a
Like-
spoon of cinnamon and you eat it, and some people actually died doing that because they choked to death.
What about the Tide Pod challenge?
Don't get me started.
Tide Pod
All right.
challenge. Okay, have you ever felt pressure to post, dress, or act a certain way because of what you see online? Wasim.
No.
No?
I post whatever I want. Like I don't get pressured, and I just have my own personality.
So like you like stay in your own lane.
Yeah.
That's good, bro. Yeah, bro, we're making history right now. This
Right.
might be the quickest episode.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really use social media to like post and like make. I moreover just use it to watch content when I'm very bored. So no, I've never done that.
All right, 9. Why is it harder to ignore peer pressure when it's happening publicly on social media?
Wait, publicly on social
Yeah,
media.
publicly on social media. That's the question.
So like basically on social media, when you do it publicly instead of on social media, there's people actually there to witness you do whatever the peer pressure challenge offers you to do, and that could influence your decision even more than social media already has.
Like how in like public, like there's people there to stop you.
yes.
Like the school's bestie, Mr. Diaz, right there, and like social media, they were like at your house, like nobody can stop you. So like, how about you, Wasim?
I say it's because like the people are there. If you try to leave, they'll just put you into more pressure.
All right, so you
So
think
I want to jump in. I want to kind of like I'm hearing what you guys are saying is pretty awesome, right? Now, Haseen, what I realized is that you just said it depends on the person's mental earlier, right?
Yeah.
So peer pressure, then it also ties into what you just said. Now you don't feel
Personality,
pressure.
too.
Yeah, personality plays a big role, right? So peer pressure does impact people's personality, and a lot of people don't know how to handle it, right?
Yeah.
So for you in your case, you said mentally you feel like you're stronger than 90% of these kids that don't want to be following these idiot things, right?
Yeah.
And then Adrian, you said something that was interesting where you had one of the examples that one of the older kids came up to you and said, "Hey, you want to try this little flavored air, right?" And that's something that we've been trying to deal with here in the school, or just in general with our youth. Is there's so much peer pressure out there that's trying to cause you to do something
Too much.
too much, right? The trends you said, Pele, you mentioned the tripod,
I call it challenge, yeah.
right? Do you know how many kids actually tried that damn
think it's in like the millions.
Millions, and they actually ended up in the hospital.
Yeah,
Most
like-
of them, not
Like,
all.
come on. Detergent. Are you gonna go and grab a Dawn soap and drink it?
Like
Nah.
Like, that's
that's
what.
like going up to dog food and saying, I could use this to clean my armpits.
Oh, right? Like, oh, it's gonna smell wonderful, right? No. So it's interesting that peer pressure, and I love this topic for you guys because you guys are doing an awesome job in this episode. Let's just do that, okay? You guys are doing an amazing job. And I will say that, peer pressure is one of the hardest things that kids face, especially your age. You're still trying to figure out who you are. You're still trying to figure out what's right and what's wrong because there are some people that don't know how to do that at your age. So I just want to say kudos to you guys because you guys are doing an awesome job. And everybody else that's watching, yes, this is the very first all male podcast episode. So you know what? We'll get another round of applause.
Yay!
Unfortunately, not that many of the boys or the young boys want to just come on to the show because they feel intimidated. But you guys are coming through it very strong, so I appreciate you. Kelly, I'm going to switch it back over to you since you are the host. Go ahead, continue.
All right. So let's see. We're on question 10. What advice would you give a friend who's feeling pressured? Let's start with Adrian.
Advice I would give to one of my friends that's feeling pressured is, I would just tell them to, let go, relax, let loose. Whatever is troubling them, you can always talk to someone or do something about it. There's never something unstoppable. You always have a way to feel safer wherever you are, no matter what circumstance it is. So, I would basically just give them advice on what to do and where to go.
I like the song I'm Unstoppable.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right, how about you, Wasim?
I would just tell them to ignore it and not really think about it if they
Like-
don't want to do it.
To stay on God's path, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I want to jump in on that then. What happens if they do not know how to ignore it? What do you tell them then?
Let's see. You ask Dole for advice.
Very, very historic episode. 11. What are some phrases or responses someone can use to say no confidently? Let's see, Adrian.
Some phrases people could say no to, right? Yeah, I think that's what it is. So, if it's something personal or something that someone's daring you to do, you could say no because you're not forced. If you're gaining something by doing it and nobody's getting hurt and nothing wrong is happening, then I would suggest you can do it. Depends on what it is. But if it's horrible for you, it's negative, it's not a good thing to do, I would say don't do it because it would not be the right choice for you. You have to think about yourself sometimes.
How about the people who don't like to say no? What should they say other than no?
The people that don't like to say no, they should, because they more have a kind tone. They like to be kind with others. They should say, I'm sorry, but I can't accept your request. They could be formal if they really wanted to. Or they could just blatantly say that they can't because they don't want to.
Okay. Wasim.
Yeah, basically, Adrian took the answer, and that's what I had in mind. If you want to say no, just say no. If you don't know how to say no, then just if you can ignore them too, and try to make them do something else.
Now, I'm
Okay.
going to also mention this, guys, because, you guys are doing an awesome job. What I'm going to say is that sometimes you can't influence people to actually do the right thing, too, We try to, but then kids tend to want to do what they own, what either their friends are doing or they want to just end up being followers, right? I'm going to tell you guys, everybody that's listening in, please understand, find out who you are, get your own identity. Do not live through your friends and do not just fall for the nonsense that they do sometimes. Please. Okay? Please. That's all I can ask. Be the leader, not the follower.
Yeah. Be a lion. Don't be a sheep.
Ooh. Sometimes you gotta be a little bit of both. But that's
Be a shepherd, not a sheep.
okay.
Okay. Who can students talk to when peer pressure gets overwhelming?
Peer pressure gets overwhelming, and they somehow manage to like divert it so they could talk to someone they could talk to would 100% be a trusted adult. I would not recommend talking to one of your friends because if you talk to one of your friends, they might advise you to just do it even though you don't really want to, just to get it over with, which I don't think would be the right option. I think you should go to a adult who will tell you what to do, when to do, and why to do. Because if they do, you will know you are making the right decision and you cannot be peer pressured longer.
Okay, what about you, Watson?
Like Adrian said, you can advert it, and like I say, like the best kind of adult you should talk to is your parents, because they can give you the right advice. And one of the worst people to talk to is your friend, especially if you're not a adult. Yeah.
Can I add like there's so many like resources out there, right? To like reach out to and like get help, right? Whether it be like mentally, emotionally, physically, right? Alright, so that brings us to our next question, question 13. How can having strong values help you make the right choice?
Having strong values could not only help you, but easily influence your choice at making the right choice in a peer pressure situation. Because when you have strong values, you're basically already good to go whenever something happens. You know when to say no, how to say no, and you know how to not disrespect someone while saying no, or you know how to blatantly just say no.
Okay. About Wasim.
All right. So having a strong, like if you're really that strong, you wouldn't really care about the person if you don't like something. You would just say no, and if they try to pressure you, you would just ignore them because you don't really care about them, and you care about your opinion more. Yeah, that's it.
Or you could tell them to stop, and if they don't, you could talk to an adult.
May I add how does your faith affect like your decisions?
Faith, like religion.
Yeah, like
Oh, yeah. So your religion actually does depend on like what you do. Like it doesn't really depend on what religion you are. It more depends on the type of person you are with your religion. Like if you're a Christian but you talk a lot about bad stuff, then your religion will not affect your decision. But if you are a child of Christ, then you will 100% make the right choice and you will know what to do. Same goes for every other religion.
Amen. Okay, how about Wasim?
Same thing.
Okay, that brings us to our next question, question 14. What's one thing you wish more students understood about peer pressure?
What's one thing? I wish they understood.
You just say, dude.
Okay, I wish they understood like what the person. Oh, person. Okay.
Like it's comedy hour now.
Okay. I wish they understood.
You're real, be real.
Okay, I wish they understood what the person on the other side of the peer pressure was going through. Like, if you're peer pressuring someone, I'm gonna just give an example, like maybe to throw something, they don't want to get in trouble, but you are telling them to do this because you want them to for your entertainment. You have to focus on their self value as well, not just yours. That's what my advice would be.
Alright, how about you, Wasim?
My advice is you shouldn't really care if it's something bad or something you don't care about and you don't want to do. You shouldn't really care about it and like not do it. Just ignore the person.
So like minding your business, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should mind your business when it comes to peer pressure.
Very historic episode. As I say it again, it's gonna get a lot of ratings. Yeah. If you could give one golden rule for dealing with peer pressure, what would it be? Adrian.
Alright, this one's pretty easy to me. I've been saying it a lot over and over again. The golden rule for dealing with peer pressure for me would have to be to talk to a trusted adult because they could always tell you what to do, how to do, when to do. I said that many times. Yeah, you can understand.
If you had to like make like a catchphrase for it, what would it be? Catchphrase.
When you don't know what to do, find an adult that do.
Oh.
That's
Okay, what about you, Wasim? One golden
it would
rule.
be. Can you say that question again?
If you could get one golden rule for dealing with peer pressure, what would it be?
Like, we didn't want to really do something. We didn't really want to do it. We didn't do it. That's a golden rule. I mean, like,
You got a chill guy right here. Okay.
Fine, maybe. So I'm gonna jump in and answer this question as well. The golden rule for me, and I think is something that a lot of you kids, if you know me, if you had any conversations with me, the biggest thing that I always talk about is boundaries. That is the golden rule, right? If you don't have boundaries with your friends, if you don't have boundaries with people, they tend to disrespect you. They tend to try to influence you to do something that you don't want to do. And if that's the case, then it's kind of hard to gauge who are real friends and who are fake friends.
Yeah, they might think of you as a nobody, like just someone that's there.
Low life.
Yeah, and
Maybe not that. Maybe not that. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe not, but it depends on who's actually looking into the situation. I think that's the one thing that a lot of people fail to really think about. If you have boundaries, then your golden rules or everything that you set forth is going to be a golden rule for you, and your relationship is actually going to be better.
Okay.
Well
All right.
said.
Last question of this very, very historic episode. 16. What are ways to support a friend who wants to make a good choice but is struggling with peer pressure? Let's start with Wasim this time.
alright. So, a good way is to give them some advice, like about what they should do and what they should not do. And the second good way is to like tell them to ask an adult, because asking an adult is one of the best things, especially their parents. And that's all I gotta say.
Okay, how about you, Adrian?
If I would have to support a friend about peer pressure, first of all, I would tell everybody who is causing him peer pressure to stop. I would make sure that they know that this is stressing him out and he can't really do this or whatever the request is. And then I would tell him to get help from a trusted adult that can talk to him and make sure that he feels safe.
Yeah, like Short King with big dream.
All right.
No dreads, big dream.
Alright. Alright, as we wrap up this episode, is there any
5'4"
like
basketball dream.
last things you would want to say?
Mm,
Okay, how about you, Wasim?
I'm good.
Mr. Diaz, you want to say anything?
Yeah, I just want to say that you guys did an awesome job. When it comes down to peer pressure, listen, there's tons of resources out there. There's tons of people that's willing to help you out. All you got to do is just talk. Don't stay stuck. Don't feel like you have nobody on your side. If there's anybody that you need to talk to or you don't feel comfortable talking to, find the right person to talk to. And if you're here in Archimedes, understand I'm the school's bestie, so I'm the best person you can come talk to, right? So peer pressure is easy to address as long as you have the right tools. And I feel and know for a fact that if you need the help, we are more than capable to help you guys.
No matter what,
Alright.
someone will always be there to help.
Yeah, someone will always be there along the road, so
Great.
yeah.
Alright.
So really
This is a very historical.
very, very
Podcast.
historical episode.
Historic.
Are we just gonna talk about how historic the episode is now?
This is
All
very
right.
historic.
So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us for this episode. We hope that you will actually join us for the next episode where we have a couple of new guests and a new topic.
I'm gonna hit the shoes.
Those of you that are watching us online, thank you so much, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye.
Peace out.
I'm hungry.